football.
I'm not an Arizona State fan. Obviously, that's our rival going to the University of Arizona. But when I watched Arizona State play last year, I think I almost became an Arizona State fan because of Cam Skattebo.
Across the football world, a name keeps coming up in conversations among retired legends, current players, and analysts who've spent decades evaluating talent: Cam Skattebo. And what's wild is this isn't hype built by marketing teams or social media noise. This is straight from the mouths of veterans who know exactly what an elite, dangerous, game-changing player looks like. They're saying Skattebo is becoming unstoppable, and the reasons behind that praise run deeper than highlight plays. NFL legends are drawn to players who bring an edge, a physical presence mixed with football IQ, grit, and pure hunger.
Oh, now.
I love it.
It's fun to watch, man.
This dude pancaked the motherfucker as a lead blocker. Did you see that clip?
The D end.
Yes.
Like drunken sailor his
Dog. I mean,
that shit was epic.
It was a great play. Check this out. Boom. Dog.
Oh my God.
I love that shit. Then he LeBron's him. He flops at the end. I love it. Get under his skin, try and get a free 15. Fucking all on.
Skattebo checks every box. They point out that he doesn't play like a typical young running back trying to find rhythm. He plays like he's fighting for every blade of grass. He runs low, fast, and with a kind of controlled violence that defenders hate dealing with. Legends love running backs who force contact, absorb it, and keep moving like nothing happened. And that's exactly what Skattebo brings to the field. But it's not only his physicality. The veterans are impressed by his vision, the way he reads blocks, anticipates pursuit, and makes split-second decisions that look simple to fans but are incredibly hard to execute. They say his instincts are ahead of schedule. He doesn't hesitate. He doesn't dance. He cuts once, accelerates, and punishes whoever's in his path. That's the type of instinctive play NFL legends talk about when they describe backs who go on to dominate for years.
Jackson Dart is a real deal, and he's very exciting. The combination of him and Skattebo together, it's like two little kids. It's like two little kids out there on the playground just enjoying the game of football at the highest level. And it's refreshing. It's refreshing for the Giants fans, as you can see and you can hear. You watch the game with the sound off, but just watching the reaction and the sound of the Giants.
Oh, they going. I can see the fans when they panning and the fans go. I'm sure they're saying, "Boo!" Like for Skattebo, Scat Pack was doing his.
Another thing the legends highlight is his workhorse mentality. They say Skattebo plays every down like it's personal. Whether he's running the ball, picking up blitzes, catching passes, or grinding out tough yards, that all-purpose mindset is rare. It's the kind of trait that made great running backs respected by teammates, feared by defenses, and praised by retired legends who recognize someone built for the long haul. So when legends say Cam Skattebo is becoming unstoppable, it's not empty praise. It's recognition from people who've seen the absolute best and want the world to understand this rising player is more than just a highlight machine. He's a full package problem defenses will have to deal with every Sunday. NFL legends aren't praising Cam Skattebo just because he runs hard. They're praising him because his running style is one of the most miserable experiences a defender can face.
This dude has been a rolling ball of bust your ass since he started playing football.
Scat Pack was doing what Scat Pack does. He runs hard. He's looking to run through, as Marshawn Lynch would say, run through a mofo face.
The first thing veterans say is that Skattebo doesn't play like a finesse back. He plays like a steamroller with patience. He has the rare combination of downhill power and lateral quickness, making him extremely hard to square up. You don't see many running backs who can lower their shoulder like a fullback but also dodge tackles like a slot receiver. Retired linebackers love pointing out how Skattebo sets up his runs. He doesn't just hit the hole blindly, he manipulates defenders with slight hesitations, hip angles, and footwork patterns that cause linebackers to take false steps.
It's a guy that runs the football the old-fashioned way. If I didn't know any better, he was a running back in the late 80s because he comes downhill. He's not trying to trick you or run around you. He's trying to run through you. And that is the mentality this team currently has.
That one false step is all he needs to turn a 3-yard gain into a chain-moving play. Legends say the most dangerous running backs are the ones who make defenders question their own reads, and Skattebo forces hesitation every time he touches the ball. Then comes the contact. NFL defenders are trained to tackle through the runner, not just grab him. But the problem with Skattebo is that he initiates contact. He turns the hit into his advantage. Instead of absorbing impact, he transfers momentum. Legends point out that he has this rare ability to stay upright even when defenders hit him flush. They call it balance through violence, the type of running style that separates elite power backs from average ones. But what really frustrates defenders is his after-contact acceleration. Most players lose speed after getting hit. Skattebo speeds up. Veterans say that trait is almost impossible to teach. It's a natural gift combined with pure toughness. They compare it to some of the great bruiser backs of the past, players who kept defenses guessing, tired out entire front sevens, and took over games once the fourth quarter hit. And it's not just power. Legends also admire his short area quickness, the ability to cut hard without losing balance.
I like that Skattebo guy.
I'm not an Arizona State fan. Obviously, that's our rival going to the University of Arizona. But when I watched Arizona State play last year, I think I almost became an Arizona State fan because of Cam Skattebo. I was literally jaw dropped every single time I watched him carry the ball. I love his style. I love how he plays. And that just shows when you have a great player out in the field, a guy that just loves to play football, is when you're becoming a fan of your rival because of someone on that team.
He plays it tough, plays it hard. I've heard he's loud in the weight room. He's definitely
the ability to shift direction on defenders who expect a straight line. That's why NFL legends say Skattebo is a nightmare to tackle. He's powerful enough to run you over, fast enough to outrun angles, and smart enough to make defenders miss before they even get to him. One of the biggest reasons NFL legends say Cam Skattebo is unstoppable is because of his football IQ. Running backs who simply rely on talent flame out fast. Running backs who combine talent with intelligence, those are the ones who last and dominate. Veteran players say Skattebo plays the game with a mental sharpness that makes everything look easy. When they break down film, they notice his ability to diagnose defensive fronts before the snap. He identifies the weak spot in real time. He understands when a linebacker is cheating the edge. He knows when a safety is creeping down. Those little reads take years for most backs to learn, but Skattebo shows that awareness early. One thing legends emphasize is how he manipulates gaps. He doesn't just run into space, he creates it. By pressing the line of scrimmage, holding defenders in place, and exploding at the perfect moment, he forces defensive lines to play honestly. That strategic patience is something retired players say only elite backs possess. It's what separates highlight chasers from game changers. Another thing veterans admire, his pass protection awareness. Running backs who can protect the quarterback stay on the field, period. And Skattebo takes blitz pickup seriously. He squares up, identifies the most dangerous rusher, and delivers clean, disciplined blocks that don't get the offense killed. Legends say that level of commitment shows maturity and respect for the craft.
When we did the spring game at ASU, they basically said, "Hey, we gave you the best team. Like you'll win this game. Like it'll be awesome." This Skattebo kid, who just transferred like Sac Valley or wherever it came from, he looks at him in the third quarter and goes, "Hey, I'm just gonna keep running you. I have to win this game." And
Coach, we're
they
gonna
fucking
ride
beat
you
us
in the spring game. Absolutely. This is my
The
shot.
staff was even saying too, "Hey, we're gonna have to stop giving Skattebo carries," and I was like, "No, he's got to run the football. Like we only move the ball if he runs the football."
Yeah.
And I even go one-on-one to him, like, "Hey, listen, I know this is a spring game. Like, there's gonna be a lot of women out there after the game. Like, I need you to run the football for this team. We have to win."
And it really was just, I was sitting there like, who the fuck is this white kid? I'm on the other side, like, can we do something about that? And they're like, yeah, we actually just learned
Just
about him ourselves.
insane lower body.
But it doesn't stop there. Many retired players say Skattebo is one of the smartest backs they've seen when it comes to yards after contact decisions, knowing when to bounce outside, when to cut inside, and when to lower his shoulder to guarantee positive yards instead of taking unnecessary risks. That kind of situational awareness is rare. He also thrives in the passing game. He reads soft spots in zone coverage, understands timing windows, and positions himself like a receiver. Legends adore running backs who aren't one-dimensional, and Skattebo's versatility is one of the biggest reasons they say he's on an unstoppable trajectory. This isn't just athletic brilliance, it's controlled high IQ football. And the legends who study the game every day see Skattebo making the kinds of decisions that define long careers and heavy workloads. NFL legends know that talent fades without discipline, but they say Cam Skattebo has both the talent and the mindset needed to dominate the league for years. What impresses them most isn't just his explosiveness or strength, it's his attitude toward the grind. Legends consistently highlight his reputation for pushing himself harder than anyone else around him. And that kind of mentality is what builds longevity in the NFL. They've noticed how he plays every rep with purpose. Whether it's a light practice drill or a must-convert third down, he attacks it with the same intensity. Old school veterans love that. They say players like that are built for long seasons, playoff runs, and big moments. They don't shy away from pressure, they grow under it. Retired greats also notice his physical conditioning. They say Skattebo is built like a tank but moves like a nimble athlete. That requires insane discipline to maintain. Legends admire players who treat their body like a weapon, and Skattebo clearly does.
Gronk, it's okay. We know ASU is just a little better.
Oh, who's that coming from? Cam Skattebo?
Little
Little Skattebo.
He's not that little, though. He's pretty big.
Yeah, he's little. He's short, but he's stocky.
He's stocky?
Yeah, he's definitely short. He went to ASU. Their brains are short as well, short wired. Oh, sorry.
Skattebo watching.
I'm hyping you up. I'm saying I became a fan of you. Even though you're on ASU, I was still cheering for you because I love the way that you played the game. And now you're coming on here DMing us and talking garbage. You're also not even coming in strong. You're just saying a little bit better. U of A is a ton times better than ASU, buddy. So just focus on what you got to do with the New York Giants and stop DMing us and talking. If you DM'd us and was saying nice things, this would be a different story. But bear down, go U of A. We're going to whomp your ass this year, buddy. Let's put a bet on it, $50.
And say hi to Dayball for me.
Yeah, tell Dayball I say hi. I still love your game, man. You're kicking ass.
He's the type who pushes through fatigue, stays explosive in the fourth quarter, and refuses to tap out when the game gets physical. But what really stands out is his emotional toughness. Legends talk about how he plays through adversity. He doesn't crumble after a bad run. He doesn't get rattled by trash talk. He doesn't lose confidence when the defense keys in on him. Instead, he pushes harder. That mental stability makes coaches trust him, makes teammates rally behind him, and makes Legends say he's built for this. NFL veterans also respect players who don't complain, who let their performance speak. They say Skattebo brings that quiet storm energy. No theatrics, no excuses, just work. This is why legends talk about him with so much respect. Not because he's the biggest name yet, but because he has the mindset of a player who will earn that position and hold it. When NFL legends say Cam Skattebo is becoming unstoppable, it's because he checks every box that defines a dangerous game-breaking running back. He has the physicality, he has the speed, he has the IQ, he has the attitude, and he has the mindset that legends swear separates the good from the elite. They see a running back who can take over games by wearing down entire defenses. They see a player who forces adjustments, stacking the box, cheating linebackers, rotating safeties, just to slow him down. And even then they say it's not enough. What scares defensive veterans the most is his versatility. He's not a one-dimension back. He can block, he can catch, he can break tackles, he can create his own lanes, he can bail out the offense when everything breaks down. Legends know that backs who can do it all become nightmares to game plan for. They also see something deeper, a rising leader, someone who brings energy, confidence, and toughness to the entire offense, someone who elevates everyone around him. That's why legends talk about him with such confidence. They're not predicting hype, they're predicting longevity. If Cam Skattebo stays healthy and keeps evolving at this pace, retired greats believe he won't just be good, he'll be one of the most complete backs of this generation. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more NFL stories, deep dives, and real football insights, like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you never miss another breakdown.